Hey everyone, Tara Lynn here. I am going to do the Angel Wings Creative Challenge with you on this recording today, and I'm going to do it on the glitter ornament that's in your box. It's a little hard to see, right, with the sparkles, so today I'm going to use black so it's easy to see on camera. To go along with the Angel Wings theme, I used a pearl white, the pearl white that's in your kit. Whenever you're working on a background that's busy, like glitter, I recommend just using one color or one or two colors at the most, just because it's very busy to the eye. So I'm just going to work with black so you can easily see it on camera. But you do have the picture of the pearl white in your guide here, and then you also have the same pattern in red and green Christmas colors if you wanted to choose to do that either on this ornament or on a different surface. But what I wanted to do this month was just have some pretty but easy designs that you could use for things like ornaments or gift tags or anything useful, things that you could gift or give, cards, things like that. So that's where I'm going. You could use any of the Angel Wings colors in your palette. I would not recommend the champagne gold just because it's a very similar color to the glitter. If you wanted to use any of the other three colors, the pearl white, the oyster beige, or the portobello, those would look okay. Or you can copy me and use black if you have a darker soul. Just kidding. All right, so let's get started. What I did on my ornament, I just found my center visually. I'm not really using the stencils. So I'm not using the stencil, but what I did was I found my center. I just marked it with a Sharpie. I'm going to hide that. And then we're just going to do kind of the north, south, east, and west as our guidelines. So to get started, I'm using my 8mm tool, and I've got my eraser on the tip because we do have some ovals in here, so I'm going to use that later. But our center dot is 8mm. And I'm just going to place that right there in the middle. And then I'm going to use my green stylus. The large end is 3mm, and then we're going to place 8 dots. So first I'm going to do my north south. So right next to that center. I don't know what's easier to see, the black or the white. Glitter is difficult to show on camera, so definitely use your guide as a reference this time around. All right, then we're going to do east and west. And then I'm going to do 1 dot in between each of these, so we'll end up with 8 total. Alright, next what we're going to do is we're going to create, I hate this layer. We're going to create these pins that go around. And so the size of the pin is 4mm. Make sure you leave a little room so you can pull the edge of that pin in. These are going to go in between the circles that we've already created. I'm going to do 2 at a time. So I've got my dots. Oops, put my camera there. I've got my dots. And then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to pull that into a pin inward. And we're going to end up with 8 of those. then for the next step, we're going to add some ovals. So I'm going to get this pencil eraser. So these ovals are going to go again in between the previous row. So in the same row as these little dots. And there's going to be 8 of those all the way around. I'm going to go back to the 8mm dots. These are the large dots that go around. So again, these 8mm dots are going in between the previous row. Next, what we're going to do, we've got these spirals that we're going to do next, and that's the last step. So on the inside of the spirals is 3 equally sized dots. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 3mm dots that we're going to do next. The 3mm tool is the green tool, the large end. And so I'm not walking the dots. I want these to be the same. So I'm going to dip and dot before each time. And I'm just going to create kind of a ray that comes out from the middle. So it's 1, 2, 3. One, this, 2, 3. Be careful when you're working close to the edge. You don't want to put your hand in there and smear your paint. I am guilty of that more times than I can count. All right, so the next part, we're going to walk the dots and we're going to create a pinwheel shape. So next to each one of those 3mm dots, I walk the dots in a curve. To get you started, the first dot, what you want to do is we're going to curve it inward towards that oval. So that's the direction you want to go. And then the second and third, you just follow that same line. I'm going to switch to my 2mm side of my green stylus. And then I'm going to walk the dots next to each one of those 3mm dots. there you have it. There is our Angel Wings Creative Challenge. I would love for you to share it with me. You can share it two ways. If you are on the new platform, go ahead and share it in the share space. I would love to see some pictures get posted in there, but you can also share it in the Facebook group or just share it and tag me at Tara Lynn Pugh Artist on Facebook. I'd love to see it. This design, super easy to do. You can put it on almost any surface, so give it a go. And what have I learned? Less sparkle for my samples. They're hard to see on camera, but I'm a sparkle person, so I have trouble limiting that. But anyway, here's the ornaments. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I also want to wish all of you an extra special, super happy Merry Christmas for all of those who celebrate. And I will see you back on Monday.